House Bill 2, or HB 2, has become a household name in recent weeks. But let's trace things back to its inspiration of sorts. That was back on March 2nd, 2015.
Why are we even having this conversation in 2015?
It was on that night, following a public hearing of 117 people, that the Charlotte City Council voted down a proposed plan to add the categories of marital status, familial status, sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression to the list of protected classes in city ordinances.
I personally have experienced such discrimination based on my sexual orientation.
And I encourage each and every one of you to not pass these proposals, as it puts our women and children of the city in danger.
The flashpoint of the public argument was the provision that would allow transgender people to use public restrooms in accordance with gender identity. Despite a late amendment to the language, the so-called updated bathroom ordinance failed 6-5.
So with that, we'll take the vote, and I'm going to go again with show of hands. Okay, the motion as amended is defeated.
So fast forward about 8 months.
So this is a victory for all of Charlotte. This is a victory for our team.
On November 3rd, 2015, Charlotte elected a new mayor, Democrat Jennifer Roberts.
And I look forward to getting right to work and delivering on the promises made during this campaign.
Also elected that night, 2 new city council members, Julie Eiselt and James Mitchell. All 3 expressed support for the pro-LGBT changes that had failed in March. Moving along to the new year of 2016. Next stop, January 13th on The Keith Larson Show.
I just got a call a few minutes ago that thing about what bathroom can you pee in, is that coming back up again?
I'm sure you'll find out very soon.
Oh, so it is. So it is.
Mayor Roberts dropped a hint.
There are people who are very concerned about us being equal. You know, we do have discrimination that's ongoing. We have folks who are being discriminated against because of their gender identity, and we want to make sure that we are a welcoming and inclusive place.
A few days after that conversation right here on WBT, the city formally announced plans to bring back the debate on LGBT protections with another public forum and another vote scheduled for February 22nd. Nearly a year after the original Charlotte bathroom ordinance was defeated, the New Look City Council heard 140 speakers on another late night at the Government Center.
I'm voting against this because I simply share the common sense of the majority of Charlotteans.
This vote, we're going to define ourselves either as a city that legalizes discrimination or prohibits it.
This time, to conclude the night, by a vote of 7-4, the anti-discrimination provisions passed, adding lesbian, gay, and transgendered people to the city's list of protected classes effective April 1st.
Okay, so we have that passing 7-4, and thank you very much.
Mayor Roberts is obviously thrilled. The governor, not so much.
I'm a little disappointed that the mayor and council don't recognize that this issue crosses political boundaries in the state of North Carolina, and it basically crosses the basic standards of decency.
One day later, North Carolina House Speaker Tim Moore called for legislative action to address the bathroom piece of the newly updated Charlotte ordinance. On March 3rd, several more GOP legislative leaders joined the calls, including Senate Leader Phil Berger. Finally, on March 21st, Moore and Lieutenant Governor Dan Forest called a special session of the NC legislature.
The House will come to order.
48 hours later, the General Assembly approved House Bill 2. 84-25 in the House, 32-0 in the Senate. And just 2 hours after that, Governor McCrory signed the bill into law. The restrictions of House Bill 2 go further than the original Charlotte ordinance, one of the reasons why this story has gained so much national attention. And so on April 12th, McCrory issued an executive order.
I have come to the conclusion that there's a great deal of misinformation, misinterpretation. Today I have signed an executive order.
His order bans discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity and seeks to restore the right of people to sue for discrimination. And we can't forget last Tuesday in Virginia, a 3-judge panel of the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, with jurisdiction over North Carolina, ruled that a bathroom provision similar to the one in HB 2 violates the federal policy on non-discrimination.